Welcome to the mystery. Maybe you do not know. I am Maria. Wish you a good day. UFO mysteries in the world have been detected by radar. Many pilots and aviation experts have seen strange light spots, strange objects, strange motion in the sky. All are suspected to be UFOs, but all are still mysterious, unanswered. Not only were some people caught, many mysterious UFOs were also discovered by radar. Here are the famous UFO mysteries in the world confirmed through radar. Turkey, 2008. In August 2008, a UFO was also discovered at the Yenikent compound, west of Ankara, Turkey. A man who witnessed even recorded a very clear video of the UFO. Currently images and videos are archived for research at the Space Science Sirius UFO Research Center. Stephenville, Texas, 2008. On January 8, 2008, dozens of people in the city of Stephenville saw a strange large object flying across the sky. Some eyewitnesses say the size of the object is about the size of a football field, while others estimate it to be nearly 2 kilometers. Witnesses say the object moves at extremely fast speed. A witness, who was an amateur pilot, also claimed to have seen the F-16 fighter jets chase under the object. About 2 weeks later, after denying that any fighters had been deployed to the area, the U.S. Air Force reaffirmed that they had conducted flight training for 10 fighters there. The announcement suppresses rumors of UFOs in Stephenville. But a report from the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, says the radar detects a very large object being chased by aircraft at the time witnesses see the UFO. Bancamp, Mexico, in 2004. In March 2004, a Mexican Army reconnaissance squadron caught 3 unidentified flying objects on a radar screen while patrolling drug trafficking. Because they were not visible to the naked eye, they turned on infrared cameras to determine what the objects were. Within 30 minutes, they recorded 11 bizarre flying objects with tremendous velocity, and while flying along, the squadron was surrounded by strange objects. The Mexican government then provided videotapes, as well as information about the squadron to the press. Washington, D.C., 2002. On July 26, 2002, NORAD radar and the U.S. National Guard Air Force detected an unidentified flying object flying into the no-fly zone of Washington, D.C. The F-16 fighter was immediately mobilized to stop this object. But the pilot reported that they did not see anything when they reached the radar location of the object. This object also disappeared from the radar screen. At the same time, some residents in Washington said they also saw a light blue in the sky. The incident was reported by Fox News and the Washington Post. Bovina City, Texas, 1995. On the evening of May 25, 1995, an American Airlines flight was flying at an altitude of about 12,000 meters near the city of Bovina. Suddenly, the pilot spotted a strange sparkle of sparkle strands flying close to the plane. The captain immediately informed the entire crew of the phenomenon, which he described as 8 flashes of blue flashing. Flight planes estimate that these blobs are about 90 to 120 meters long and have a cigar-like shape. The next day, air traffic monitoring was checked with NORAD's North American Radar Detection Center radar and uncovered an unknown flying object the night before. This object was constantly standing still, and then suddenly accelerated, at great speed, as recorded by NORAD radar. Belgium sky in 1990. On March 31, 1990, the radar of an aerial surveillance station in the town of Glans in Liege, Belgium, discovered triangular objects in the sky. Shortly after the center received many calls, witnesses witnessed the strange light sparkling like stars and constantly coloring in the sky. 2 F-16 fighters have been maneuvered to stop these objects. For more than an hour, these 2 fighter jets had 3 chances to lock them in range on the radar screen. but all 3 times these UFOs have escaped by suddenly changing positions or accelerating too fast. As noted by the F-16 radar, in the first round, the UFO accelerated from about 241 km/h to over 1,770 km/h while descending from 2,740 meters to 1,500 meters and then climbed to 3,350 meters within less than 2 seconds. For a conventional aircraft, sudden elevation changes with such large acceleration are likely to cause fatal accidents. At the same time, more than 13,000 witnessed the incident from the ground. About an hour later, this UFO disappears. Flight 1628 of Japan Airlines in 1986. On November 17, 1986, all of the crew on a Japanese cargo plane saw 2 UFOs moving to the left of their aircraft while flying over Alaska. These 2 UFOs fly very close to the Japanese plane, so that a pilot feels warmth from the light of a UFO. These 2 mysterious flying objects disappeared after a different, larger body appeared, at the same time that Japanese planes were diverted from the ground. Under the ground, the FAA's radar screens also detected strange objects and instructed Japanese aircraft to divert them to avoid them. However, even after being diverted and downgraded by more than 1,200 meters, the third UFO remained attached to the Japanese aircraft for nearly 644 kilometers before disappearing. Rendlesham Forest, 1980. Located in Suffolk's Southern English district, the Rendlesham Forest became the center of attention for the media in 1980 after being here. Many U.S. Air Force soldiers said they saw strange lights for 3 nights in a row. But until now, things have not been clarified. Kaikoura Mountain, New Zealand, 1978. There were a series of UFO discoveries in the Kaikoura Mountains in New Zealand in 1978. On December 21, 1978, the crew on a plane flying through the Kaikoura Mountains discovered strange light spots flying around the plane. These spots are also detected by radar screens of underground traffic. Then on December 30, 1978, a group of Australian filmmakers also shot strange spots while on their way to Christchurch, New Zealand. After spotting these spots, the Royal New Zealand Air Force and the police have mobilised investigators but found nothing. The New Zealand Ministry of Defence finally concludes that these blobs are meteors burnt up when it enters the Earth's atmosphere. British military base in 1956. In August 1956, the radar at a British Royal Air Force base in Suffolk County, UK, discovered strange moving objects. Some individuals in this group of objects have unbelievable aerobatic movements in the air beyond the capabilities of conventional aircraft. Even a pilot flying a C-47 military transport plane was seen seeing a strange object fly below his plane. The airfield later reported to the Royal British Air Force headquarters in Wimbledon in London, and a squadron was sent to test. A pilot tried to get close to this strange object, but it was flying behind the plane after all. He tried using all acrobatic techniques to reverse the situation, but in vain. Strange objects still stick behind the tail before disappearing. This incident is considered one of the most unique UFO mysteries because it was first seen by a soldier and discovered by military radar. Washington, D.C., USA, in 1952. On July 19, 1952, an air traffic officer at Washington Airport discovered 7 objects flying over a radar screen. A few minutes later, 2 employees at another airfield at the airport confirmed that they saw a bright orange streak hovering over the airport. The agents then phoned nearby Andrews Air Force Base and confirmed that the airborne radar also detected a strange object. Pilots from the maneuvered fighter later said they saw a white spot, but others said they did not see anything unusual. The U.S. Air Force finally announces that it is just a radar error, due to environmental temperature fluctuations, despite the fact that it has witnessed the sight. Flight in England in 1952. In 1952, Royal British Army Sergeant Roland Hughes was flying back to the base after completing a training flight and suddenly saw a silver-clad disc. This pilot described that the flying saucer was as large as a Lancaster bomber. The flying saucer traverses Hughes before disappearing at an incredible speed, reporting to his superiors. This object has also appeared on British Royal Air Force radar screens and reports of flying saucers moving at a speed that none of the aircraft at that time achieved. The Hughes family said he never told anyone about the incident unless he was forced to do so. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to follow other videos. Goodbye and see you again.